of the many hate crimes. What we got here? Sacramento, big fat rat. What? This is not real. Oh, look at that. Is this a death threat to me? Or is this just in general, generalizing a game made from torturing me? Oh, what's going on with the toilet? Oh, that's a maze balls, dude. That's a maze balls. Fire. Yeah, man. Well, I don't do drugs. I don't riffraff. And I'm not in a wheelchair, so they can rear view mirror somebody else's ass on that shit because I have disability PTSD for being a victim, a crime survivor of rape, incest rape, NFL abuse from my ex retired Raider Lester Hayes, and Davis police brutality for risking my life for my black ex 2012 felon Brenton James, who now fucks these goddamn cops' families that I risked my life for him for in 2007. And now they located to where? What clubhouse? On F Street? Suntree? Yeah. They commit subsidy fraud. Yeah. And they located because they're committing subsidy fraud and blacklisting me. It's my mom. It's been my mom's home for 35 years. And they located there to harass me. Years after I risked my life for Brenton. 2007, July 23rd, 2007. And, you know, these cops, Zuniga, Figueroa, Garcia, Hernandez, related to drug peddlers Ponce Castro, Campbell Miller Blades, their families, Sex and House cops, and Brenton, and chase after my music dreams from a lawless team game made from chasing my talents because I'm related to celebrities, Halle Berry, Aretha Franklin, Obama Bush, Brad Pitt, and Lucille Ball from my grandfather's genealogy, and most importantly, my abusive ex is a retired NFL Raider, Lester Hayes. He's friends of the family of my molester, felon child rapist, Ron Herrera on Davis Megan's Law. He's related to cops Zuniga, Figueroa, Garcia, Hernandez, related to convicted murderers Enrique and Jesus Campos, related to the HUD manager, related to Good Day Sacramento and CBS, whose Tony Lopez family is cop Tom Lopez. They harass the shit out of me, and the DA covers them with a racist doc, a government employee who has a cop boyfriend and called me nigger lover, hippo, and put also committing subsidy fraud and blacklists me and put a 5-year unconstitutional civil restraining order and domestic violence cleats on a non-criminal order 2020 CV, that's for civil, 1043 against her and her adult children that don't know me. Her daughter was in a car accident in 2021 under influence. And somebody died in that car accident. That was the same year the DA put a contempt of court against me for filing a counter restraining order and lawsuit 2020 CV 1157 and lawsuit 321 CV 00994, where Judge Chin states that governments are allowed to be corrupt, malicious, to the point of making grave decisions on people's lives because they are protected immunity, while Donald Trump is told that he doesn't have any immunity. I held my own for 3 years in that lawsuit against 16 governments, including Gavin Newsom, that appointed corrupt Judge Walk that's connected to Campbell Miller Blades, related to these cops' families committing subsidy fraud, chasing my music dreams, etc. I don't do riffraff. I don't do drugs. I don't steal. I don't abuse anybody. They cover my incest child, Fingers rapist, Gina Pickett Prince, reported on Megan's Law years ago, and my black rapist, Pierre Warner, in 2005. KCRA 3, Leticia Ordez, married to DOJ Baeza, friends of this government employee that said I slandered her name as the cause of the civil order, stating that, she used a false Davis police report in 2017 for this order, stating that I called her a pedophile and denying having a DUI, disorderly, and a drug felon family. That's public information. And she's a government employee, clerk. And my tax dollar and everybody else's tax dollar funds her job when she is a public servant and held to public scrutiny when she does bad things. And that's not acceptable. But they cover her because she's got a cop boyfriend. And the DA covers them because they work for cops. Meanwhile, not every cop has to be on their side. She's committed blatant perjury, which Donald Trump was slammed for. She denies having a criminal history in a drug felon family to silence me. Why do that when nobody gives a shit? She spread so many crimes, so many lies about me everywhere, making hate crimes against me. At my bank, they closed down my bank. At the local golf course, where Anthony Anderson and Blackish made a skit mocking that on YouTube, and a bunch of people mocking her golf shit, mocking me being a victim, a crime survivor. They go everywhere in my community, downtown, farmers market, all of the businesses, spreading lies about me everywhere. And her media friends, KCRA 3, Leticia Ordez, married to DOJ Baez, as she's friends of his family, David Lara on Sacramento Megan's Law, and his Baez Modesto family, where Lester lives. He has a dual citizenship in Houston and Modesto. He frequents Vegas and Hawaii and Palm Springs and Santa Barbara, etc. He's a dumb old dick that can't catch a fucking ball. He's that stick-em asshole. And he wants to be on HOF? I don't think so. Anyways, he's friends of these Coker Herrera pedos, Melanie and Monica Coker, that have a criminal drug history, and Eric Tiger Herrera of San Quentin. And they want to slam me for my free speech and try to criminalize that shit because I'm telling the truth about them. And I wouldn't need to say jack shit about any of them if they hadn't terrorized me for years and been jealous fucking haters because they don't have no talents, chasing after my shit from a lawless team game made from tormenting me. Because why? Because rappers and gangbangers, they cover their ass because they do drugs and they're riffraff. And they got cop family. Meanwhile, BLM, Black Lives Matters, celebrities, they have covered these cops' families, these mafia cops' families, to Team Fame. That's retarded as shit. And the DA wants to silence me for it? Well, DA Castaneda is friends of my old best friend, Kippy Kern Taylor, who was the groupie of Gwen Stefani. And Gwen Stefani's friend is the Neptunes Pharrell, who talked shit and spread lies about me on his page, mocking Gina incest finger child raping me when I was a child. I am the youngest of my mother's 4 daughters. I have a bunch of siblings on both sides of my family. They harass the crap out of me. I'm from a multiracial family, but I'm also white. And because I'm not Mexican, even though I'm related to, I have a bunch of Mexican Cuban family. I'm personally not Mexican. And they cover Mexican takeover. They cover all the corruption for all the years. I am mixed. I am multiracial. I don't support BLM. They're bullshit. Even black people that have any sense rolling around in their dick ass head know that that's true. James McClendon, I dated him for 4 years. He was violent to me. His father is senior and promotes all kinds of Keisha Cole, and he's got a studio, work with the Funk Brothers, all that in Oakland for, he's Motown. And he promotes all kinds of stuff. They do all this fake Christianity, voodoo land, and everything else. And I'm just like, where are the Christians anymore? I could give a fuck less who smokes chronic. I don't. But when you try to make my life hell because you're a stupid dick messing with me, that's when it becomes a problem. I can guarantee you that Snoop Dogg would never let nobody slash his fucking tires and run amok with his life just because they're riffraff. So why should I? They gaslight all of my lawsuits. They cover Gina, and Gina's daughter is 17-year-old high school graduate Bella, who's got bipolar, her drug peddle Guadagan family, friends of cops. Nicole Herrera's tickling nanny aunt is Elaine, divorced from trans Liz DeRock. And they want to call me Tanya, Eddie on social media, and Dylan Horton, wannabe mayor. Black LGBTQ Probes Davis. And they have the audacity to not only cover all of them, but try to flip narratives and terrorize the shit out of me, and then criminalize my free speech for courageously defending myself when nobody else will. For a fucking game where they all pretend like, oh, the world's gonna blow up if we defend Tanya. They're retarded. The world's gonna blow up anyways. Because the United States is a weak ass piece of shit that sold our nation to China, that sold our nation into communism, and sold our military men into corruption.